Hi Libra, it's Tuesday. Okay, we're kind of halfway. We're starting over because the camera glitched out, but let me show you real fast where we are. These 4 cards were pre-shuffle. So this is 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles is about generosity. It's about giving. But then next to it, with it, we have the 7 of Cups, which is... There's definitely a false mask here, but there's a lack of... There's some options. What do I want? Somebody, you, I think, may be giving a lot to somebody who is unsure. So you could be getting, kind of somebody... One moment. I'm getting more on this now. Oh, I hate to say this right off the bat, but let me just say it, and maybe it'll go away. This is just pre-shuffle, but for somebody is using you and the attention you give them just to feed their ego when they aren't. Maybe you can be giving it too easily because it doesn't look like it's very appreciated. Not that there's not a strong connection. I mean, I feel like we have a very passionate connection at the very least. So then we had the 9 of Wands, which is pain, holding your ground, feeling battered to the point where no one else is getting through here. I know it's mine. I know what I deserve. And, I'm going to block anything that's not. So, you know what I think? And this is a lot to get just from pre-shuffle, but I feel like for some of you, there is a... hold on a moment. Let me see if I can see anything hidden here. Anything will come through for me. So I feel like this person comes and goes, but in the roles could be reversed, but you allow it because you are in a greater place of ascension and you know that there's a significant connection here. That's cat snoring. I'm not getting anything except a boot, like a shoe, a work boot. They have people take their shoes off at the door. I know that's random. You can be inconsistent with whether or not you'll keep going with this or not. That's probably what this is. But as much as you want to hold your ground or pull away, you end up giving again. That makes sense. All right, let's move on. It'll clear up here in a minute. So in your energy, we have the tower. The tower is when something comes crashing down because it wasn't stable, We also have, this is your energy, we have the Ace of Wands, very passionate about wanting something. This is typically a new passionate beginning. But then we have the contradiction here of the King of Wands in reverse. So it's like lots of fire, I feel like maybe it blows up in your face. You take action, it blows up in your face, so you go back, you revert. Overall energy, we have the Star card, that's Aquarius energy. We have the Devil card, which is Capricorn. And we have the King of Swords. This King of Swords, I believe, was upside down, so it's a kind of a back and forth. There might be just a strong need to speak your truth, but somebody's withdrawn. Okay, let's keep going. Also, I'm feeling the Hermit. Oh gosh, there it is, the Hermit. So the Hermit goes off, into the wilderness and doesn't take anything. He seeks enlightenment. He doesn't, he doesn't take food or water or anything. It's like almost like a fasting, cleansing, clear your mind, no sound, other than nature to seek enlightenment. Isn't that crazy? I said that right before it showed up, or right when it showed up. So I'm feeling the Hermit. So definitely feel a push-pull, but a lot of it is possibly just within yourself. A lot of it is within yourself. Page of Swords, this is typically our spy guide. The Page of Swords is very inquisitive, wanting to know what's going on, but it's all kind of behind the scenes. It's not actually discussing it, although pages are communication and messages, and the sword is up, so we'll clarify that. Look at that, 4 of Wands. Sorry for the loudness. Wow, Phoenix Rising, the World card. So that's Tarot's advice, is to let a cycle complete. You'd be surprised what happens when you pull your love away or you pull your attention away. Something drastic, I think, has to happen here. You've got some obsession. There's definitely some major fire going on. Could be some karma, but lots of passion. I think lack of clarity is holding you kind of stuck. There's that Four of Wands again. Twin flame, maybe. Sometimes, you know, when something needs to come crashing down, we've got two indications of that. There's a reset. There's a dynamic that needs to be totally reset. The best thing probably to do is to take that away. Pull your energy away. The bigger the problem is, the longer it's going to take, you know. But the main thing, and it's going to bring this person back, I believe, but the main thing is what it does is it resets you. It puts you in a power position. It puts you in, we're not talking because I'm not talking. You know, it gives you your power back within the first few days. There will ups and downs, and I am going to look in the comments, look in the description box to see if the video is posted yet, but I am doing a video on all that, pulling away and silence and all that, how to use the push-pull to work towards you, work to your advantage. You know, if you give, and I can give you guys an example. So I'm talking to someone new. I haven't met him in person yet, but we've talked on the phone. But I'm in the power position because I'm like, well, you know, I'm just not so attached. And what I noticed is he will send me so many pictures of what he's doing, party, you know, all this stuff. And I love pictures, and they're great pictures. They're very entertaining. But because he's putting so much attention on me and including me so much at first, so early on, it's like if he wasn't doing that, I'd probably be looking at the phone thinking, I wonder if he's going to text, you know. But it's just, and I'm someone that has over-texted and sent to me pictures and jokes and stuff like that. And even being someone like that, I don't appreciate it. We just value things that don't come too easy. You know what I mean? We just value things that that we have to work for, that aren't too plentiful. It's just the way it works. It's not games. It's just, there's a sense of overgiving here that I think the dynamic needs to change. Look at that. Holding back, temperance. So the temperance card is patience and balance. Tempering maybe your giving. If somebody gives you a go-kart, don't buy them a Ferrari. You know what I mean? You only invest to the degree that they're investing back. And if you're the feminine, I would always let the masculine stay in the lead because they like to lead. And they like to feel like you're a prize or a catch, you know. This is tempering. Action. I'm not sure about that King of Swords. We're going to clarify that. Let's look and see what happened in the recent past. That's a cast horn. Isn't that crazy? Oh, goodness. Painful ending. So I think this has been painful. Then it comes back together. Then it's painful. Then it comes back together. Then it's painful. I feel like you've just given this person so many chances. Look at all those swords in their back. Yeah, so even though it's been difficult and not rewarding, there's still a lack of letting go. This Four of Pentacles, even though you guys are just in a cycle. It looks like somebody's been blocked or ghosted. That might be what this whole story is. But you can't let go because you feel the passion. Jeez, sorry, guys. Maybe we'll get a good outcome. Yeah, I feel self-sabotage. Five of Swords. See, look, it looks like he's bringing it on himself. Do you see that sword? Broken. There's more to this card. Pulling something strong. Their swords are weakening. This might even be somebody else that's talked bad about you. The strength in the swords that have been hurting you is weakening, dissipating. And I feel a lot of energy, like it's almost like you're giving the energy to that. And if you take your energy, it's kind of crazy because it's like what I was saying. If you take your energy away, those swords are weakened. Somebody can't hurt. The best way to, not let someone hurt you is to remove your energy from them, right? Knight of Swords. I'm going to see how, let's dive in deeper to how this person feels. How does this person feel? I'm going to use this deck. How does this person feel towards Libra? For some of you, I think there was a lot of cross-watcher energy. The roles could be reversed. If you guys watch the channel a lot, please subscribe so that, because all the intentions are focused on subscribers, so that I believe your energy comes through clearer when you're a subscriber. Well, that's what I try to pull in. Wow, Judgment. You'd be upset with them right now and they know it. I'm also feeling Empress. Did we get Empress? No. Okay. Feeling Empress. But the Judgment card, it could be a second chance. But somebody might have to feel like they've lost you, you know. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity after a battle, victory after a battle. I mean, this has got reconciliation all over it, but it also, there's the Empress, which is you. Tell me about the Judgment card. Yeah, so I think somebody's going to have to do without. They're going to have to lose everything you give. The Three of Pentacles is cooperation. That sword's going to need to come down. Queen of Swords. Wow, there's the Hierophant. Truth, ethics, tradition. You may be letting this person get away with too much and they may be just milking it, you know. I'm not feeling them real strong, which is very strange. I'm not feeling, you know, bad or good towards them. It's almost like, maybe you're hung up on somebody that's indifferent. Nine of Pentacles. I was feeling grapes earlier. I almost said it and I thought, you're going to sound crazy. There's the Emperor. You have to go your own way for a while. I just want to know more on how this person feels. Give me more on this person. Again, they're just indecisive. Wow. Yeah, they're not able to make a decision. Back and forth. Okay, you've got somebody in your life that's coming and going. And I think you go back and forth on whether or not you'll allow it. There's definitely a repetitive cycle, but when do you get rewarded for all your efforts, you know? When are they going to see your value? I think they're going to see your value when you see your value. Temperance won't leave me alone. Temperance, patience, balance, we already had that. Something I'm missing here. What am I missing? God, temperance. Okay. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen? Give us a peek into the future. Creation. Lots of Empress energy here. The artist, that's somebody that creates. Strength. Leo energy. Okay, I think the whole deal is you got to let go of a fixed plan. Just because it doesn't work out right now doesn't mean it's not going to. But also, this artist card is strong manifestation. Be clear on your goals. Be clear on what you want and put your action to your goals, things that you can control. So maybe when you're manifesting, you need to ask yourself, do you just want to be with this person or do you want to be happy? So, you know, the end result is always happy, right? So maybe you need to let go of what you think is going to make you happy. There's the Empress again. Could be a twin flame somewhere. I don't know that it's this person though. Whatever it is, it's not in this story. The Magician. It's all about manifesting. This whole story, I think, is all about manifesting what you want, the love you want. Two people that give. Instead of focusing on this one person, try to shift your attention to what you want in an equal love and work on manifesting that. 'Cause I just don't feel bad for you. I don't feel sad for you. And normally when I'm doing readings that, you know, are sad, I feel overwhelmingly sad. What about advice, hope, healing, star, Aquarius? Tell me more about advice and what the advice here was to let the cycle close out. Forward motion. I keep getting Leo. This is Cancer. I know I'm missing something, you guys. There's Leo again. I just said that. The Devil, Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, sadness, happiness. I think you think you have a choice. You know, this person has a better chance of coming back if you remove your energy. I feel like I'm getting this for every sign right now. And I'm going to ask specific questions about this person and not this person. Swords, again. Too much time spent thinking about this person. Time to move towards the future. This is, you know, making peace with the past, accepting where I am. I'm just focused on the future now. It's progress. I think you know the answer. This just confirm it. So you probably need to focus on work. Justice. Eight of Pentacles, that's focused attention, dedication, hard work, communication. The Justice card is beautiful. That things will be revealed. And I also keep getting this Hierophant, which is, you know, maybe counseling would be beneficial. The Hierophant is truth. It's somebody that you could, it's like a mentor. It could indicate marriage or a high level relationship. I just picked this up too. Some of you are maybe going through a legal separation. And that might be what's causing a lot of your turmoil is just, you know, guilt and regret. Why do we have the Judgment card? So now we have two legal cards. And the Sun. We definitely have a happy outcome. I'm sorry I'm not getting this. You might, this kind of isn't very clear. And that just happens sometimes, you know. Wow, King and Queen of Cups. Is that someone new? Oh, okay. I think your inability to let go of this person is blocking someone new that would have, I think this needs to be let go of. Yep. Some of you might be doing that, and this is confirmation you're doing the right thing. That King has a sword down. This King is detached. There's a troubled relationship here. I think it's blocking union with someone else. Missed opportunity. This is a warning. It looks like a warning. Let me get an oracle. Let's see if we can tie it all together. I'm going to look at this. Let's read this forgiveness card too. Also, it says, know you are loved. Is there an attachment to this person because you feel rejected, maybe an anxious attachment? Like if this person just saw your value, maybe then you'd have your fix, you know, and maybe they come in, it's like they come in and they give you that fix. Well, there's scientific proof that creates a need for more. So they come in and you get your fix and you're like, oh, right, relief, but then they leave again. And so what that's teaching your mind and your heart is that once you suffer through this separated time, they're going to come back again and you're going to get your fix. Please don't stay in a stuck situation like that, you guys. Okay, please. Get your own stuff going, create new hobbies and interests, and this person will come back. And if they don't ever come back correct, you've got a union coming with love, a very loving union. King and Queen of Cups. Whatever this person is giving you, it's not enough. It's hurting you. And it's creating an ache for more. I know you guys don't like to hear that. I gotta say it like I see it. And this was a very confusing, chaotic reading. Not that chaotic, but just contradictory. So I feel like you are very indecisive because it's like you get that fix, right? Full moon in Pisces. Wrong one. No wonder I couldn't find it. Be careful that you're not coming at your current situation with your mind made up. This card is a reminder that life is an unfolding mystery and you need to go with it. Instead of trying too hard to tick every box for your dreams to come true, fall into the dreams a little. It could well be that what's blocking your current manifestation is that you haven't forgiven yourself or someone else for something that happened. To boost your manifesting powers, forgive yourself and anyone else who needs it. Maybe you feel like there's anxiety because until this is made right, you can't, it's like you can't let go, or you can't get over it until they make it right. Or maybe, how could they treat you this way? How could they not value you? Something like that. Hanging on to anger is unhelpful and can be toxic. Move on and forgive, even if you don't forget. This is your way to a brighter future. I wanted to see this too. Let go of a fixed plan. We might not have time to do an intuition test. Let's see. I'm starting to think I don't even know how to do a quick reading. Libra, you are so loved and adored, and I feel like somebody is going to be incredibly attracted to you. And this person is probably going to come back. I did not feel like this was over, but I don't feel like it's where you need to be either. So be clear on what you want. This would be a good card to use and fall on. I'm already feeling a 7. Oh, it's 7. Maybe that's why. Be clear on what you want. People. It's important to know in which direction you want to head and clearly deciding what you want to manifest. I think I said that earlier. Are you confusing the universe by saying, I want to be with this person, but I'm unhappy? Because if so, you're just bringing on more of that, right? It's good to set goals and revisit your goals every 6 to 12 months. Make sure you are headed where you want to go. Make the decision and step out to achieve it. Put action into your goals and make them a reality. Knowing what you want is the hardest part of manifesting, but when you decide, if it is in line with your authentic self, then it will come about fairly quickly. However, also important to be flexible and allow room for the universe to assist. Often what you imagine can be created in amazing ways that you cannot imagine. Let me see this real quick before we run out of time. 7s. You guys watch out for 7s. I mean, I don't know how to explain this. I'm getting like something orgasm. You know what I think? I think somebody also might be looking at the stars and picking out constellations. That might be a sign. Sorry guys, skip ahead if you want. Butterflies. I keep getting that 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, feeling left out. Let's see if we have time. Let's do the intuition test real quick. I'm sorry guys. I love you guys. But I shouldn't be sorry. I don't really feel that, sorry for you in a sad sense, because I feel like things are going to come together. You've got, a loving mutual relationship coming. We had several signs of that. Okay, I'm going to lay out 3 stones, and then you guys are going to, I'm going to focus on one. Isn't that beautiful? And you guys are going to test your intuition. This one's kind of swirly. All right. So take a breath and pause if you need to. And if you chose this one, you're correct. Let me know in the comments which you chose. Also, this was kind of a hard reading. Let me know how the story applied and if it helped and all that. Okay. Okay, love you.